Well, with Pride celebrations in full swing here in Toronto, an East End neighborhood is fighting back against homophobia. One resident claims that he's been the target of harassment and hate over the last year. Tonight, how his community is rallying behind him.
My safety is what is of concern to me. I have the right to come and go safely from my own home.
Dean Wills says he's been living under a cloud of fear after being continuously bullied by a neighbor in this Toronto community housing complex near Main and Danforth.
I've been approached in an aggressive manner. I've been called
Yeah.
Yes. And I don't want to get into specifics, but it's been extremely unpleasant.
Back in May, it turned physical. Dean, who is visually impaired, filed a police report claiming that he was punched numerous times in the face by a man he did not recognize.
I was out walking to the store, and there was a van that pulled up ahead of me, and somebody turned the corner. I heard the door slam, came running at me and grabbed me by my shirt and began to pound and rearrange my face.
Dean tells me the overall harassment has been going on for about a year. He's been formally complaining to TCH, asking for protection against an abusive neighbor, but claims very little was done.
I wanted a security camera. I wanted them to respond in a manner that ensured my safety and to address this aggressor. Had they done this early on in the fall, none of this would be taking place and we wouldn't be here today.
While TCH cannot give me specifics due to privacy laws, I'm being told it's very difficult to evict, but if a tenant is charged with a crime against another tenant, they would immediately apply to the Landlord-Tenant Board for eviction against the accused.
On behalf of the Danforth and Woodbine community, all 7,000 members of us, we have a replacement pride flag for you.
Dean's story has been gaining momentum on social media. This is now the second time the community has rallied together to replace his rainbow flag that's been ripped off the side of his unit.
I wish every gay person had this, because not everybody does.
I think it's important for him to show that people are listening and do care.
Dean says he recently posted this sign warning of a hidden camera as a way to protect himself. A real security camera being donated on behalf of his neighbors should be installed in the coming days.
The institutions that are there in society from all of us that we contribute to through our tax dollars, they need to be more responsible, especially to vulnerable people, in a much quicker fashion.
Now, once again, TCH cannot comment on these specific incidents, but Dean tells me that there has been movement over the last couple of weeks. He claims that there has been some sort of mediated settlement between the neighbor in question and Toronto Community Housing. He's hoping this will put an end to his ongoing nightmare. The one thing TCH did tell me is that they are looking into installing more security cameras in that complex.